Check. I'm ready, dude.
So am I.
Almost on air with Erica and Jon.
And when I say I'm ready, what I mean is I haven't done a thing to prepare for this show.
Nice. Before we logged into the Zoom here, you were taking me on a tour of your house because you were trying to find a room.
Yep.
As you're still doing now. I still feel like you're gathering all your things.
Totally.
And,
Just had to get my coffee.
I pretty much got a tour of your house and a close-up on your face through the Zoom.
Right. Yeah, so I'm at home in Los Gatos. I've been here, almost 5 days now, which is where my dad lives and my stepmom lives. So I'm here and I haven't done anything because I'm not seeing friends and stuff. So
it's okay. It's like a holiday week. It's the Christmas episode of Almost on Air. You're home with the family. Nothing is expected of you right now.
Hey, do you have a Christmas corgi on your sweater?
No. I was hoping you would ask me what it is, but it's a Christmas kitten.
Oh my gosh. Yes, it is.
So check our video out on YouTube.
With a bow tie.
I have a fun Christmas sweater, and it's a Christmas cat with a Christmas little bow tie, and he's wearing glasses. And that is the most fun Christmas sweater that I own.
His eyes are a little creepy and not the same.
Okay, are we just judging cats now? What do you mean not the same?
They are slightly different shapes.
Wait, you're so right. Wait.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
Wait, so one of them is shaped like an olive and the other one is shaped like Saturn.
Yeah.
One's like up and down vertical and the other one's more horizontal.
I feel super creeped out right now, but it's really fine.
Yeah, it's definitely not proportionate. Or, maybe he's just born that way. Remember our cat who was born cross-eyed? It's essentially the same thing.
Was that one of our kittens of the week? Wow.
It was. Our boy, Belarus.
Are you going to give us a new kitten of the week in the new year?
I don't know. Potentially. I think now I'm only...
feel like you lost all your kittens of the week?
Oh, okay, I didn't lose all my kittens. Okay, let's relax there just a little bit.
Okay.
I think that I don't want to search for kitten of the weeks anymore. I
want them to come to you.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to come across a kitten, stumble across a kitten, and just think that, hey, that guy needs to be our kitten of the week. I don't want to search for a kitten that's moderately qualified. You know what I mean? I just don't want to hand out kitten of the weeks. Yeah, dude.
Sure.
We don't want handout first place trophies here.
No handouts around here. That's not
on the Almost on Air podcast. Everything is earned.
Also, I'm also wearing a Christmas sweater because Jon, I think you told us to, right?
I asked you politely if you had one, and yours is actually very nice.
It's not nearly as fun as yours, but there are reindeer on it.
Wait, cute. I feel like that's one that you could wear out to a nice party.
I wouldn't be caught dead in this at a nice party.
What? I think
I would definitely be wearing a dress or something if it was legitimately a nice party.
See, so here's another thing I stumble across is I like to be festive during Christmas, right?
Yes.
And when I'm out shopping, sometimes I'll find some holiday wear that just looks so cool. I have this button-up flannel in my closet that's blue and it's got little Santas on it, right?
Very cool.
I haven't even worn it this year. How many
this year's different.
But even on a normal year, I have probably enough Christmas things. I have more Christmas clothes I could wear than I do parties to wear them at. You know?
So the blue flannel with Santas on it.
I feel like that I could wear out. That I could wear.
Or that you could wear to work.
Yes, that I could totally wear to work. So that one's probably a good purchase. I'm pretty sure it was $12.99 at Marshall's.
Easy.
But there's another Christmas sweater that I have that's a nice cardigan with reindeer that looks similar to yours. And it's too dressy to just wear to the store, but it's perfect for a holiday party. But I have a couple of holiday clothing items like that. So it's I don't know why I bought so many. They just sit in my closet all year. And then now here we are with not enough parties to wear them at.
Well, certainly this year especially.
Definitely this year specifically.
But you typically, maybe next Seacrest Christmas party or holiday party, you should pop out that reindeer cardigan.
I want to bust it out. I do.
Yeah.
I need
because usually the theme of that, or it's not theme, but we're supposed to dress holiday nice.
Yes. I love holiday nice. Holiday nice is my favorite.
Holiday nice is my favorite too. And I've really enjoyed the Seacrest parties the last 2 years. I really enjoyed my outfits. And I'm really bummed that I didn't get an opportunity to dress up this year.
Yeah, me too, dude. I went with the turtleneck in a suit last year.
I know.
That was a bold statement. I've never been able to do anything like that.
That was bold, but it really paid off because it was somehow still subtle. What? I just have a stroke. It was somehow still subtle.
See, I get excited for those things because So my second job that I had while I had this, like back in before COVID, when I had two jobs, which seems like a year ago, and it almost is, I guess. But I would dress. I used to have to dress up for that job because it was at a law office, and
but not every day. Or did you change?
So I used to change. When I first worked at iHeart, I would pack my clothes in my car. I would get there, and then I'd change into my suit when I got to the parking lot.
Wow.
Yeah, and I love I love dressing up, but I didn't love wearing the suit every day. Like, it got old, you know what I mean? And there came a point where I was just like, I'm not going to dress up anymore. Like, especially when I got this Seacrest job, I didn't get there until maybe 1:00 p.m. and the day ends at 5. And I didn't want to put on a suit for 3 hours. And I talked to them about it, you know. Yeah. And they were cool. So I never had to change when I got this job, which is cool. But now I don't wear suits ever for any reason. You know, like, I don't remember the last time I put a tie on. I
have this thing where I feel like we all don't quite feel like the adults we thought we would feel like someday.
Dude,
does that make sense?
Dude, that makes so much sense.
And I think part of that is I'm like, when I hang out with guys, they are literally never, like, in movies and stuff, you see like the dude picks a girl up for a date and he's like in a suit. I have probably never been on a date where the man is wearing a suit.
Do you want that though?
I mean, like, sometimes.
No.
Nice,
how weird would it be if a guy picks you up for a date in a suit?
Like I'm talking the vibe where he like just came from work and like.
Okay. He just got off work at the courthouse or whatever. And
totally. I could wear something
on the
cute.
way home.
Because otherwise girls have all these clothes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Girls have all these cute clothes and we want to wear our heels and all of that. But when a dude shows up in jeans and sneakers, like, of course we're not going to.
See, my favorite is like the nice dress shoes with a dark pair of jeans. But let's just do like a button up and a blazer.
That even that is a step above anything I've ever experienced. And I'm not hating on, I don't want like men to listen to this, like guys I've dated, men like, okay, jerk. Like, that's not how I feel at all. But sometimes I think it'd make me feel like more of an adult.
Maybe, but I just can't imagine showing up to a first date in something like that, in a blazer. And
I'm not
just
even talking about a first date.
Okay.
Like
Maybe that makes more sense.
First date should not be that fancy.
I was going to say, I would get so judged. Like, I would never want to show up in a suit on a first date. They'd be like, who is this guy? You know?
Could you imagine? You're like, I'm just taking you to dinner. And they're like, why are you in a suit?
You're in a tuxedo.
Oh my, well, definitely don't ever show up for a date in a tuxedo. But
I do understand what you're saying, though. There's something different about dress up, grown up clothes that, at least working in our industry, we never really get to experience to the same degree. No.
Like, even the extent of like, oh yeah, I dressed up for the holiday party or whatever it is. It's like kind of still casual. Like, it's still like, oh yeah, that's cute.
There are still dudes there in jeans, you know?
I've certainly never put on like a gown and been like, I'm time for my what? I can't speak today.
Would you like to accompany me to the Seacrest ball?
Yes, thank you. That's something I've never done.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people have, though, is the thing, you know?
True. But all those Christmas movies really make you believe that everyone attends a gala at Christmas time.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I do remember when I would live, before I lived in this house I live in now, when I would dress up for work every day and I'd come home in a suit, it felt different, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know if I miss that, though, you know? Mm-hmm. I don't know what that adulting really feels like. And it also makes me think, too, is like you watch that in all these Christmas movies. And I don't know if we are getting older or Christmas is changing. I'm like trying to figure out what that is. Because does Christmas feel the same to you as it did years ago?
No, but that's because I'm not like 7 and I'm not sleeping in my sibling's room on Christmas Eve and waiting for Santa.
But I don't even know if I'm talking about that. I feel like every year I'm chasing this Christmas that I don't even know what that looks like anymore. You know what I mean? I still feel like every Christmas I want to do the Christmassy things. I want to make sure we go check out lights. I want to make sure we're driving through that neighborhood. I want to make sure at some point I see a tree. And like there's these things I want to check off.
I see a tree.
Like a sick tree, you know? Like a tall
I got you.
tree.
I got you.
Like a palm tree.
Yeah, I was like, there's trees everywhere.
Yeah, and I feel like I want to watch Elf. And there are the things I want to do every holiday so I can make it feel like Christmas. But for some reason, every year, even when I start checking off those boxes, I don't think it ever feels like the ideal Christmas I'm looking for. And I don't know what's missing.
That is probably the saddest thing you've ever said to anyone.
Wait, really?
I don't know. It feels like you're like chasing this high of your childhood, which now we're going deep into like the therapy and like going back to your childhood and
Yeah, it could be that.
trying to
I
fix
don't
these
know.
things. I think you just have to accept that it changes and then like make new traditions with it. So
Yeah.
like for my family, we've always done this really big Christmas Eve with my dad's side of the family. And then we do Christmas morning with my dad. And then we go to my mom's and we do Christmas morning with my mom. And then usually we still continue and do Christmas night with my mom's family. So it's like a whole thing. That has changed so much over the last couple of years. And now typically with my mom, not this year because everything's weird, we do Christmas in January. And that's just become our new tradition, and it's super fun, and we get together and we get to do 2 Christmases. And I just think that once you embrace those changes, you're better off.
I think that's where I'm messing up then. I think I need to find the new Christmas traditions that I enjoy and that I love, that I can look forward to, that match the current times. I think that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
Because I mean, looking at Christmas lights and driving through neighborhoods, one of them. Like, that's something I really enjoy doing. And
Totally,
I
still
make
do
sure
that because that still exists.
I make sure to check that box every year. But I don't know what else. I don't know what other traditions to bring into the picture that's going to make me happy, I guess. And feel the Christmas vibes.
Last year, you had a party at your house, right? Like you did a Christmas party.
And so I think that helped.
Yeah, maybe you add on to that each year. Maybe one year it's like a fancy party. Since you're saying you don't have why not just throw like a cool fancy party in your house?
Wait.
Yeah.
A Christmas ball.
Okay. No. Do not throw a gala in your, no offense, frat boy home.
Listen. I'm just saying, if we threw one, you would not show up in a gown.
I would show up in a dress. I would not show up in a gown.
I mean, that's a start. That's not a bad idea. I kind of like the dress up Christmas vibes, like a Hallmark party, you know?
Totally. And it can be cheesy, and you can like make a bowl of punch and like do the things that also make it really fun.
Yeah.
But because like last year I did my Christmas party, and I would have 100% done that again this year if we were allowed to.
I remember I wanted to go to that, but I think I had my party on the same exact day.
I think you did too, and we didn't go to each other's. Yeah. But it's really, it was so much fun. We had so much food, obviously a ton of alcohol. We had so many people in our tiny apartment. We played flip cup, but it was Christmas cup themed. And it was just like a little different. So I think you just need to like start your own tradition, right? Because now the traditions of your family stuff are changing.
Totally.
So now once you start your own tradition, and then it'll be cool because like someday you'll live in a different house and you'll still do the party and it'll still be a thing.
Dude, I'm excited for that. And then we'll be like 40 years old, and all my 40-year-old parent friends will still come over for the Camucci's Christmas gala. Wow.
Exactly. And you'll either invite children at that point, or everyone will get babysitters.
Nice. Sweet.
There'll be a year when you start making that call, you know?
Erica, I feel like you have just event planned my life, and I'm down
Did
for
I
it.
save Christmas?
I think you saved my Christmas. Yeah.
Also, I think you should still watch Elf every year. I love that movie.
I mean, I feel like everyone has to. I feel like that's one of the general Christmas boxes.
Also, maybe you should also become like really good at Christmas cocktails.
Wait, okay.
Like,
I
what if
want to
you
be known
learn
for something.
how to make
yeah,
like spiced rum and stuff?
Dude, wait. So last night, I went with my little sister to go look at Christmas lights, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I was wondering what you posted on your story.
Yeah. So we filled up some hot chocolate and we poured some Kahlua in there, right? Just some coffee liqueur.
Yeah.
And that was nice. And you know what I enjoyed about that too? We were looking at all the houses, and I love when the houses who celebrate Hanukkah also decorate for Hanukkah.
Mm-hmm.
Because nothing pisses me off more than that house in the neighborhood that doesn't decorate at all. You know what I mean? And it's like, hey, I know you maybe you don't celebrate anything, but like a candle in the window, you know, for like a happy Saturday, like it's the end of the year, maybe like a New Year balloon. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Can we get some kind of joy in here? There's like a dark house and everything else is lit up. And I'm like, come on, guys, you know, I get it. But also, makes you wonder, makes you wonder what's going on there.
There's such things as Hanukkah bushes.
Hanukkah's great. Yeah.
It's like a Christmas tree, but it's a New Year's balloon, though, feels weird.
I mean, it's something.
It is something. You're right.
Sometimes you'll pass that house that's like they only put one string of lights above their garage, and I don't hate it. You know what? I'm like, you know what? You understood. You understood the neighborhood you're moving into. You
Right.
made some effort. I don't know what's going on with your family this year. I don't know if you even celebrate Christmas, but some lights on the garage really just complete the neighborhood street.
Totally. It keeps the flow going.
It keeps the flow going. And I'm a big fan of the flow.
Would you say that looking at Christmas lights is like your favorite Christmas tradition? Is that like your must do every year?
It is. And I don't know why I like lights so much. Like, I'm obsessed with it. Like, I like fireworks. I like Christmas lights. I don't know what it is about shiny lights, but they attract me. I think that's why I love New York so much, and I'd love to live there for a year one day, just because something about lights mesmerizes me. I don't get it. I don't know where that comes from.
I mean, there's something cool about like a really like lit up skyline, and like I get that. I get it.
Like, I love looking at the stars. I think maybe that's it. Maybe it reminds me of stars. I'm not really sure.
Did you see the whole like weird star thing? The planets.
Saturn and Jupiter.
Yeah.
I didn't have a telescope, but I did see the little specks in the sky, and it was cool. But I enjoyed the pictures that I could see online of people with telescopes.
Yeah.
That was dope. That was so sick. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I tried to look for it, and I couldn't really figure out. I could only see one of them.
Okay, so there's this app you could get on your phone. It's called Wow, I'm gonna find it and then get back to you. I think it's called Sky Guide.
I thought you literally meant it was called Wow, I'm gonna find it, and I was like, that's a silly name.
Okay, well, when we come up with an app one day, that's gonna be our name.
Wow, I'm gonna find it. Yeah.
Anyways, there's this app on your phone. I think it's called Star Guide or something, but it's like an augmented reality thing where it maps the sky, and when you move your phone, it moves in real time to show you where all the stars are in your sky.
I see.
So you can just hold that up there and just keep looking around with your phone, and it'll tell you where Jupiter is. Boom.
Okay, I see. Technology. I don't really have a question of the day today.
Nice.
But we had some people respond to our Instagram story, I think last week, asking for us to talk about, and you kind of already have, but like I kind of already have, our like normal Christmas traditions.
Nice.
So like, what does Christmas Eve and Christmas Day look like for you?
So I feel like that's, for me personally, that's something that's changed over the years. The only really Christmas tradition I have is on Christmas Day, we go to my dad's side of the family, the one that passed. We go to his side of the family, and there's just like big Italian dinner gathering.
Oh, yes.
So
I remember this from last year.
Yes. So all our Italian family goes there. They make ravioli. It's like a big Italian Christmas dinner. And that's when I get to see that side of the family, which I typically only see like once a year, I guess.
Yeah.
That's really the only tradition. And this year that's canceled because of COVID, and my mom and grandma are playing it very safe, so they're not doing anything. So this year, I think I might go snowboarding.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. I thought it was a perfect idea because...
Yeah. Are you going to go alone, though, or do you have like a family friend?
I'm going to go alone. Like, I've invited some friends, but like, I mean, everyone's doing most people that I know are at least seeing their immediate family, and they've been taking the quarantine thing very seriously, so they can do that.
Also, your entire household already had COVID, so that's a whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. So rather than burdening someone else, I was just like, I love snowboarding. I think snowboarding is something that you don't necessarily have to do with a group. You know, like I don't really love waiting down the mountain for someone or having someone wait for me if they're better than me. It's something you can do alone, and you just go up and down, and I think I'm going to do it, and I'm kind of pumped about it.
I was smiling like this because I thought about the fact that I literally have never stepped foot on a snowboard, and the idea was funny. I think that's a really nice way to be like, obviously Christmas is like kind of thrown out the window this year. Here's what I'm going to do.
Totally. I'm really excited about it. You got to try it one day, because I love people learning to snowboard because it is so challenging to learn. And it sucks. Like, it sucks to learn. It really, really does.
And then it's so fun once you get it.
That's how I imagine surfing is too. I've heard surfing is so much fun. I've never tried. I want to so bad.
I tried to surf, and it did not go well.
Yeah, was it one of those things? It was just too challenging?
Yes. Here's the thing. I also have never skied.
Okay.
So I'm just not sure if snow sports are in my future.
Well, you've never tried it, Erica.
I've also gone sledding, and I literally threw my back out. So, I mean, I've been sledding a million times in my life, but this last time,
yeah,
couldn't walk the next day.
I want to go sledding. I don't know if I've ever actually been sledding, which I feel like is the easiest thing to do. Like, you don't even need to go pay to do that.
That's insane.
You know, you can just take something up a really tall hill and like go down it. I've never tried that. I don't know. I want to. But snowboarding is painful. You just like fall on your tailbone a lot.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah, and it sucks. But I've heard it is not very similar to surfing. So I don't know if that helps.
It's not similar.
Yeah, but that's what I've heard.
Process is equally as challenging.
Yes.
Great.
Nice.
Yeah, our Christmas is different this year, but honestly, so my siblings and I are all close enough to get home and have been quarantined and tested.
Okay.
So I am seeing my 3 siblings and all of their significant others, which is like crazy. That feels like the most unusual thing to happen in this year. But we usually have my dad's side of the family over for Christmas Eve. No one's coming over. So it's just going to be us. And we suddenly were like, oh, what are we going to do all night? Like usually, it's like catching up with everyone and drinking like a lot of wine to get through some of the family members that are.
Of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Naturally.
Yeah. And this year it's just going to be the 10 of us because my dad, my stepmom, my stepbrother. Oh, wait, he's not even going to be here for Christmas Eve. So just 9 of us.
Less people than normal.
Way. And
so
then
does this mean you can include a night getting drunk off wine?
Oh, no, that's still definitely going to happen. Yeah. We usually wake up Christmas morning like, give us the mimosas, And I also usually on Christmas Eve bake all the desserts for our big party with my aunt. But we can't do that this year.
Do you guys have like one of those big Christmas Eve celebrations?
Yeah, like it's our Christmas kind of.
Yeah, I feel like that's more common now than, maybe it's always been common, but I've heard more of that now.
Yeah.
These days. I feel like that'd be really cool. I've never had a Christmas Eve tradition, and that just sounds so much fun.
Yeah, so I really get 2 days of Christmas.
Yeah,
like it's
that's great.
Really 2 full days usually.
The more the better. Actually, you get 3 if you count January.
I was just gonna say, and now really we have 3.
Nice.
It's crazy. But yeah, all of that is just gonna be totally different. I also do. Oh, Jon, here's another thing that you can do to make your Christmas better.
Dude, I'm so excited. I have a list here. I'm writing it down.
Oh my God. I do a Secret Santa with the same 15 girls from high school that we've been doing, we think, since sophomore year of high school. So at this point, that's like 13, 14 years.
See, I love this idea, okay? And I want
to seem to have a rebuttal to this.
My mom is calling me. Get out of here, Deborah.
Mom.
So yeah, here's my problem with that is I think it's hard to get guys to commit to tradition because maybe it's just the guys that I'm with, but it appears that if it didn't happen one year, it wouldn't be a big deal. Probably they'd be like, we'll skip it this year. But then if you skip it this year, it's gone. You ruined it. It probably won't come back again. For example, we used to play baseball on the weekends, right? Recently.
I was like, did this just end?
Yeah.
Because you were telling me about this just the other week.
Yes. And we took a week off because they're like, And I was like, no, it's not that it's the principle. We have to get there every week because the minute some people start not showing up, we're never going to do it again. And that happened. Granted, I think it's mostly because of COVID reasons. Like not everyone in that group has gone through it yet. So I think people are still scared. Oh, yeah. That's fair. But even before we all ended up like getting it like that, I think that, Jesus, Deborah.
You want to pause?
Can you
make sure she's okay?
She's fine. She calls me like a million times a day.
Okay. Just text her back and say, I'm in the middle of a podcast. I'll call you right back.
Yeah, Deborah.
Deborah.
But anyways, yeah, it's just like I feel like I'm scared that if we start that Secret Santa tradition, I want to make sure I have it with people that will continue to do it every year. What if someone moves away? Like I still want
We're doing it virtually this year.
See?
So we mailed the gifts out and then we're going to do a Zoom.
I need to be friends with people who love commitment more.
Well, yes, you do. And actually, all men need more friends who love commitment.
I agree. I agree.
Also for guys, maybe instead of Secret Santa, a white elephant. Like my guy friends from high school all still do a white elephant.
I think white elephant is probably more dude friendly because then you can be fun.
Yeah, then it's funny and
more
whatever.
Fun. Yes, totally.
But yeah, I think that might help liven up your Christmas because really, like I was saying, like, oh, I get 3 Christmases. Like, honestly, that Secret Santa celebration every year is a whole other one.
So I think I'm going to take all these ideas that you have and I'm going to implement them next year. And next year is going to be chapter 2, the second half.
The test run of what's going to stick.
Yes. I'm going to start and kick off new Christmas traditions. We're going to see which ones take off.
Great.
And that'll be the start of new Christmas traditions.
Also, have you ever heard of, do you know what a dirty Girl Scout is?
It sounds like a drink. Is that a drink?
It is. But it's awful. It's what we do oh my God, we're not going to be able to do them this year because we're going to be virtual and you need 2 people for it. One person is on their knees and The other
so far, so good.
has a bottle of peppermint schnapps in their hand
Okay.
and a thing of Hershey's like chocolate sauce.
Oh my God! Like people make hot chocolate with the syrup, or you put on top of sundaes.
Yeah, the syrup.
Yeah.
So you pour the peppermint schnapps in their mouth, give them some chocolate syrup. They have to close their mouth and shake their head back and forth to mix it all up, and then drink it.
And this is called the Dirty Girl Scout.
Disgusting.
I
Yeah.
kind of want to try it on someone. I don't want to be the guy that does that though.
You also have to be careful because I mean it's too much of that peppermint schnapps and they're drowning.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, not like literally, but it's like so. Yeah, it's very fun.
That sounds like the fun part of it, though. You know, I'd almost want to see someone have to.
You have to like choose who's going to do it for you wisely. So, like in the group
Right.
of 15, I probably have 2 people that I trust.
It's a lot of trust in those kind of situations, you know?
Yeah, it's hard to trust. Yeah, just
Yeah.
all around. But yeah, I would suggest actually you and your roommate, are they still around or is everyone like home?
They are 100% still around.
Okay.
They'll be here on Christmas Day as well.
What?
But they're all going to go to their family's house Christmas morning.
Oh, so Christmas Eve. I think
Nothing.
This is what you
Wait.
should do.
Wait, I'm in. Wait. Yes, like a
Go.
household Christmas Eve celebration.
Yeah, go get yourself some peppermint schnapps and some chocolate sauce.
I think it's a fantastic idea.
And and we also always take videos of us doing these for each other.
Does it ever really happen if you don't take a video of it?
Right. And we don't usually show them to anyone, but
Right.
If you can get someone to successfully get the right ratio for you, will you send me the video?
Wait, so what is the perfect peppermint schnapps to Hershey syrup
I mean, like,
ratio?
Less than a shot, but not much less.
So are we talking like a 1-to-1 ratio here? Are we talking like
No. That's so much chocolate. Think about how much your mouth would be like.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That was a
So
really
2
weird
to 1.
sound. 2 to 1 is probably right. Maybe
Nice,
even like
nice.
2 to 0.8. If we want to get specific here.
I want to be like a pro at measuring it. I want to be the best
Okay.
dirty Girl Scout.
Yep, that's what you said.
I was gonna end with giver, and then that sounded worse.
Oh, yeah, it does.
That sounded like I have a residency on Epstein's Island there. So I'm just gonna take it back.
Poor? The
Pourer.
best.
Okay, dirty Girl Scout. Pourer.
You just want to be the mixologist.
That's better. Christmas mixologist.
Nice.
Saint Mix.
I literally want to leave this podcast.
I thought that was so much better than you did. I was waiting for a way better reaction. I was so excited, and you let me down.
Saint Mix. I get what you're saying, because like Saint Nick, but
yeah.
oh
I was
boy,
really proud of that. I was so proud of that one.
I'm sorry.
I'm so upset now.
Oh God. My last thing I just want to know, because this is just Christmas themed. Yeah, hopefully some of you. Oh God, me and this
Like in the
microphone.
microphone.
Yep. Hopefully some people are listening to this like on Christmas Eve or on Christmas Day, I guess. What is your all-time favorite Christmas song?
I was actually going to ask you the same question.
Oh my, is that what you IM'd me and you said I have a Christmas question, but I'll wait to ask?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's a good question. So I'm going to give you probably one.
Okay. Oh, also, if anyone is listening right now, we have our playlist right now is all Christmas songs.
Oh yeah.
Which we haven't like told anyone, but yeah, the Almost Christmas playlist.
Almost Christmas playlist, which was a fantastic name. I was like sitting there trying to think of what to rename it for this Christmas week. And then you were like, Almost Christmas. And I was like, huh. And then it hit me and I was like, wait, because it's almost Christmas. Yeah.
Right.
So it's a
Right. Yeah.
Anyways, I think my favorite Christmas song, and just because like I like sad songs, is Christmas Eve by John Legend. Or By Christmas Eve by John Legend. It is.
It's not a cover. It's like an original.
It's an original. Yes, it's an original. It's just him and the piano. It's acoustic, and I'm
beautiful.
Got a soft spot for the piano, and I feel like the piano sings just as much as he does on that track.
Wow, that was a really poetic way to put it.
Thank you. I don't know whose vocals are better, like his or the keys, and they're just together. I love it. I love it so much.
Okay, I'll listen to it right after this.
It's so good, and that's probably my favorite one.
Okay.
There's a lot of fun Christmas songs that I love, but I don't know if I could narrow down the best. You know, like
right. Personally, I think that like you can never go wrong with Last Christmas. Like Last Christmas makes you want to dance, even though it's sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also am a big fan of Santa Tell Me by Ariana Grande, and I have no shame in that.
See, I feel like that one and Mistletoe hit the same for me. The Justin Bieber Mistletoe one.
Yeah, and they hit great.
They hit great. Like it's good vibes anytime. And
that whole Justin Bieber album.
Yes. And it's one of those Christmas songs you can listen to. I feel like some people don't love traditional big band Christmas music.
Sure.
It makes it maybe feel a little bit too old-timey. But then sometimes I think when people try to do their own remixes on Christmas albums and make it into a different genre, sometimes it sounds too much like that different genre where it doesn't bring the Christmas traditional vibes.
Like when it's too poppy.
Yes. Like Cascade, he's an EDM DJ. He has a Christmas album. I love it. It slaps, but it doesn't feel very
But
Christmas.
There's no jingle bells in the background.
I mean, there are, but like it still doesn't, it's still not very Christmassy. It's fun and I like it and it's a good mix up from traditional Christmas music, but it doesn't make me feel the warmth of Christmas. It's just a good album. But I feel like that Ariana Grande song and Mistletoe by Justin Bieber is a good mix of the two, you know?
You get like a warm blanket feeling of Christmas, but you also get the like pop, like I might dance to this.
Yeah, it's like you're in the club with a blanket, you know?
You're in the club and a Santa hat on.
Yeah, like maybe even a Snuggie, you know? Like you're vibing, but you're just comfortable.
That's a good point, yeah.
Yeah.
I do think an honorable mention to Kelly Clarkson's Underneath the Tree, because that's becoming kind of a classic. You hear it everywhere you go. It's I can't sing, so I cannot give you but it's like I can't sing it. I'm really not gonna do it. No.
I was really hoping you were gonna send it.
I refuse to sing it, but give it a listen. It belongs on every Christmas playlist. It's like subtly pop, like a touch country, but also just really classic.
Nice. I like that. I think our Almost Christmas playlist is very diverse in Christmas genres.
It's
we got
very
some country
good.
in there. We got some EDM in there. We got some old school. We got some pop.
The Head and the Heart is on there.
Yes. Wait, I saw that.
Yeah. And that's the song I was just going to mention. It's not a Christmas song. It's What Are You Doing New Year's Eve? But it feels like Christmas.
I mean, it's still a holiday.
Right.
Time.
But that's one of my favorite songs. Always.
Okay. I like that.
So.
I'm excited for Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, even though I don't know what's in store for that. You know?
Yeah. I mean, we can discuss those plans next week, but
we are doing a podcast next week. Yes.
Yes. We will do a big year recap. Not a whole lot. Spoiler alert. Not much went on, except maybe just like not a good personal year for Jon.
Yeah. But sometimes you gotta
laugh.
go through
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I laugh about it every day of my life.
Oh, it's the only way to survive.
Yeah, you got to go through those growth years to have the better ones. I'm not going to be able to experience the joy in 2021, and I wouldn't be able to accept and appreciate it as much if I didn't have a low in 2020,
Oh, what a beautiful way to just, yeah.
Yeah, 2021, you better not let me down. I'll be pissed off.
Well, just don't expect the first couple months to be great.
Yeah.
After that, I have high expectations to repay me for this.
Dude, I have so many hopes, but I hate that I have hopes, but I have hopes.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into all those hopes
we'll get there.
Next week. Anything else Christmas that you just want to dive into?
Guys, Merry Christmas. To everyone listening to this, I don't know what your Christmas traditions are. I don't know if you're spending it with family. I don't know if your family's quarantining and maybe you're spending it alone. Whatever the case may be, send us a DM. Merry Christmas to you. I hope you absolutely have a great day, whether that's by yourself or with your friends or your dog or your cat. What's up? And truly take a day to yourself because you deserve it. It's been a long and exhausting year, and I think everyone deserves a drink.
Yes. I wasn't sure how you were going to end that, but yes. Also, Jon, another thing, Christmas cookies could be part of your new tradition. Just saying. What if you
Christmas
get really
cookies.
good at making one kind of cookie?
Wait, no, that is a tradition. The Pillsbury ones with little pictures on them.
Okay.
Best cookie in the world.
Sure. If that's what you want your tradition to be, then sure. Because I was going to say everyone deserves Christmas cookies, and then you said a drink, and I just agree with both. So.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're like a recovering alcoholic, but it could be
then just the
drink.
cookies. If you are addicted to sugar, just the drink. I'm going to stop talking before I dig myself into a further hole. So Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate that, happy holidays. We'll be back next week, though. So you still get a New Year's episode from us.